Is the prelim match. Prelim match, Kwos versus Marko going on right now. Winner of this goes on to play Artie in the semifinal. And then winner of that goes on to play Kian in the championship, which is scary because Kian is a monster. Winner of this tournament is taking home $100. Second place is taking home $50. Quick shout out to the sponsors: Collective 3-, CS Pro, MS372, Smary Mustafa, and Lee43. I appreciate the support. All of you guys who have given money this month to go towards next month's tournament. Next month, we're having even a bigger tournament. We got $300 in prizes. We're adding another division, 7 divisions for all skill levels. If you want to play, join the Discord. We are going to have signups up next week. We got a new map coming out next month. Even more fun. Everyone's invited. This map was made by BB Glass. Shout out to BB Glass. Map making's hard. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right. Now, let's talk about these players. We got Kwos fighting out of Jordan, age 21. Pretty traditional Soviet player, top level player for sure. He hasn't been playing that long, only about 2 years, but top 6 usually in QM. He's a great player. He can certainly beat the best players in the game right now. And last 2 months ago, he did take first place in the Blitz tournament on Big Little Lake. We also have Marko, aka the GOAT to many people, out of Finland, 30 years old. He's pretty OG, been playing about 16 years. He's a name everyone knows. Top 2 QM rank, one of the best to ever do it. So that's what we got going on. Let's get right into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of the Blitz World Series.
Uh-oh. Oh, I got that weird layer on. Whoops. Anyway, you guys get the idea. All right, here we go. First one we got going on here, Marko in yellow, fighting out of Finland on the left. Kwos in red, fighting out of Jordan on the right. Soviet versus Soviet. Make sure we got everything right. We've had some mistakes so far in this tournament. We feel really bad about it. So we got everything right. We got the right map going on. Hopefully we got a smooth day going on here. All right. So both these players, Marko definitely with less Blitz experience. He wasn't really that interested in Blitz early on. We have slowly coaxed him to play in these tournaments. He did play last month. These two actually competed on Crater last month. They were in the 3rd and 4th place game, and Kwos did beat Marko. So the last time these guys did play was just last month, and Kwos did take it home. This map plays very, very differently. The game sound is off. Huh, it doesn't look like it is. We'll take a look at that after this. But yeah, so we'll see. Marko, yeah, Marko's been beat a couple times now. I think he is going to start trying to take Blitz a little more seriously here. And you see him coming out here, and it looks like he is, he understands the map. He's going for this early map control, taking that nuclear reactor, going down the bottom and securing the airport as well. And you see both players are staying behind the castle walls, and we have seen Soviet kind of evolve into that on this map. Early on, we saw a lot of people stretching out. Now we see a lot of players staying behind the castle walls and pushing earlier tech, and we're going to see Kwos do that here. Super early battle lab on 4 oils. And now Marko coming out of his castle walls with a radar. Has some bunkers on the map as well. It's interesting, these kind of conservative looks here, but Marko is slightly ahead on tanks, but Kwos up on tech. Super early Kirov here from Kwos, and we do see Marko out with a flat cannon already. Marko's got drones, desos, conscripts, bunkers, flags, a very diverse portfolio as he starts pushing tech as well. And yeah, so this matchup, I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. Like I said, both these guys I think taking Blitz a little more seriously, but Kwos has already proven himself, bringing home that 1st place win 2 months ago and 3rd place finish last month. So it'll be just kind of the question of whether or not Marko has been playing this map and is going to be able to provide some counters. In traditional play, I don't know, 8 out of 10 times, I guess Marko's beating Kwos, but like we talked about, Kwos certainly a top-level contender and capable of beating Marko. Actually, I'm not sure about their show match finishes. Kirov up on that top side, even with 2 flat cannons, does get through and take out that nuclear reactor, but Marko had a backup one ready, and Marko does push into the naval here. So with control, that map control does allow him to get into the water first, and he's going to get a Dreadnought out right away. We'll see what the counter is for this Dreadnought. Kwos going to try to put some damage on it before it gets off. You can get up on that bridge and destroy them before they get out, but he comes in right away for a War Factory. Now Kwos forced to build a flat can, try to defend. Nerf Marko. Nerfing Marko is not a bad idea. I think we could all vote. That might be good. So now Iron Curtains are both out, but Kwos is ready to rock. Marko just got his out. So Marko a little late, but this Dreadnought's going to be pretty tough for Marko. Kwos is definitely on his heels right now, behind on tanks. So he uses the Iron Curtain. You see Marko kind of go out there to bait him, to get him to blow it just a little bit earlier. Kwos going to try to push in here, and now pulling back out. Going to go for the Naval Yard. He needs to slow down these Dreadnoughts or he's dead. Marko coming at him from all sides right now and proving why he's the best to do it. He's winning on land. He's winning in the water. He's just got everything going for him right now. But so Marko going to try to push over here and defend these Dreadnoughts. The Dreadnoughts are definitely the juicer right now. Flat cannon countering those Dreadnoughts nicely. He needs to be careful with these Dreadnoughts, those tanks. But Kwos wants to try to snipe the Dreadnoughts, but he doesn't want to get himself out of position against these tanks. Marko has thrown a few tanks here, but still ahead on tanks, and he does have an Iron Curtain coming here very, very shortly. Ooh, and does get through and take that. And that's actually nice. Blowing that opening on the bottom side does allow him to attack from another angle with these Rhinos. Coming at him right from the front gates. And, yeah, and Marko, and now Marko with the Iron Curtain. Let's see what Marko's able to get done here with this Iron Curtain. Going to go right after the tanks, possibly? So he does go through that opening he blew open with the Dreadnought. See what kind of targets he goes for here. He's going to clean up these tanks first. If he pulls ahead on this tank battle, there's not much to defend himself with. We don't see any Dreadnoughts out. He doesn't get the Iron Curtain on the wall. You're wondering, Ivor, is that important? No, it is not. All right, going to get the MCV, and that's going to pretty much be GG here. Yep, Kwos calls GG. Point number 1 going to Marko. Again, this is best of 5. Best of 5. Kwos came out strong there, but I think Marko just ultimately proving that he's taking Blitz a little bit more seriously. He doesn't like getting smacked around. That 4th place finish wasn't something that he enjoyed. So yeah, I think he's been playing this map a little bit. He definitely had a game plan there, and it looked really, really tough. So let's switch over to Allied versus Allied now. After our mirrored factions, we will be switching over to swap factions. Allied versus Soviet right after this. My voice sounds low. That's weird. I wonder what, it's weird. Minka said the game sound is low. You're saying my voice sounds low. I don't know what we got going on. I didn't mess with any of the audio settings. Oh, you mean I sound low, like low energy, like low on life? Like metaphorically low? So Allied versus Allied now. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's weird. I haven't messed with any sound. This was on zombie mode. Let's turn up that. I adjusted the sound settings for zombie, so that should turn up the tank stuff. I don't know about my low voice. Who knows? Who knows? Too many days of streaming, man. All right, so now we're gonna see Kwos with super early Eagles here, and this is gonna be tough for Marko. I think we have seen at the top level, it's all about the AFC wars, controlling each other's tech, Allied versus Allied, and yeah, if you get the 3 Eagles out first, he's just gonna hover and control tech. Gonna snipes 1 IFV. Ooh, okay, so he only loses 1 Eagle there, gets 2 IFVs. So it's all about how Marko's going to choose to defend here. Obviously, you've got to get your tech out. You've got to get the AFC. You've got to get the Battle Lab. And as your opponent, you're looking to continuously snipe it out. That's really what it's all about. And so if you get behind on Eagles early on, now you're forced to, like, flies right into that Patriot missile. Needs to be careful here. These Eagles are incredibly expensive early game, and you can just trash your economy if you throw too many of them. So we'll see what Marko chooses to defend with. I think that a shell of Patriot missiles is the move. But we'll see. And again, Marko is nice map control here, able to get that airport allied. That's really, really nice. Obviously, 2 batches of free GIs early game can be really, really powerful. He's going to get up and take out those GIs and possibly get up there and take that nuclear reactor as well. Eagles coming in. This is what we talked about. Boom, AFC goes down, and he did have an Eagle on the pad. Oh, and Marko not able to micro. He could have saved that Eagle that's flying. The Eagles do automatically crash when you lose the AFC unless you give them a route. So you can just tell them to fly somewhere and build a new AFC. So that was just a bit of an oversight, maybe a misclick from Marko. You hear Marko going low power there with the build of that next Patriot missile. It's the problem with the Patriot missiles, and that's why you see a lot of players opting for the IFVs, the Rockies. The Patriot missiles, they suck power. They're expensive, they suck power, and again, the AFC goes down. And Marko does get the nuclear reactor, which is nice. Paradrop on the top side, Marko cleans it up pretty easily. It actually does take some tank damage there. Yeah, and so I'm not sure what Marko's plan is necessarily here. I mean, this is exactly what you're going to expect in an allied versus allied game. And so you see Kwos has controlled Marko's tech. Marko's been stuck trying to build his AFC, hasn't got his AFC out. And while that's happening, look on the back end for Kwos. Kwos out with a battle lab. Now, Marko was able to get a battle lab out this time. Eagles coming in. Ooh, and they don't get the battle lab. Not a great route from Kwos. He could have probably come from maybe this top side and got through. Maybe not. There's a lot of Patriot missiles now. So Kwos tries to take the water. Marko's going to deny it with these Rockies, or at least try to, but Kwos does get an AFC in the water. So both players with a decent amount of Rockies. Kwos, pretty massive advantage here with these prism tanks. Rockies coming in for a little snipe on that oil bottom side. Is he going to dive with these Rockies? Okay, not able to get it. It's not a bad move, honestly. He's going to bring the Eagles in. Oh, the aircraft carrier to finish it off. So that's a nice hit to his economy, taking out 2 oils. As an allied player, your economy is incredibly important. As all players, your economy matters, but Marko has a lot of expensive stuff he wants to be building right now, so losing 2 oils is not what he wanted. Marko with a nice army of Grizzlies, and Kwos doesn't have Mirages to counter, but he has a lot of Prism tanks. And Marko's going to go for a push here, topside. But these Prism tanks, I think, as you know, Marko's army is going to get pretty bottlenecked, and these Prism tanks are going to do a lot of damage. Ooh, big. Oh, that was a nice force shield. Wow. This would have chain reacted 3 oils, a war factory, and most of the Prism tanks had he gotten it. He's going to come right back in and hit it again. Big chain reaction. Nice hit from Marko, spotting that target and taking it out. And a good move from Kwos, getting his army out of there and saving them. Now Kwos is in a weird spot. These Prism tanks are slow moving. So him trying to defend the backside and the front side of his base from Marko's army is annoying. Marko also working in with his Rockies, keeping him on his toes. But the aircraft carriers are huge right now for Kwos. The aircraft carriers are everything he has going for him. He needs to hang on the backside, stay alive. He's got a lot of Prism tanks. He just doesn't have a very mobile force right now. Yeah, smoking battle lab in the bottom right. Never a good move. Eagles coming in. So, yeah, and so Kwos is controlling his tech well. This is a banger, man. This is an absolute banger. So now the Prism tanks. Yeah, and Marko, I'm surprised Marko didn't try to kind of do a back and forth move here. These Prism tanks are slow. Marko could have come in the back of his base and forced him to move the Prisms, then hop to the outside, hop to the inside, and instead decides to go head on with these Prism tanks. And now you see Kwos bringing out a few Mirages, but these Grizzlies are getting a lot done, and he's targeting the Prism tanks, and he gets them all. He picks up the Elite, and he cleans out his army there. And that was the issue. Kwos went heavy Prisms. He did not bring out the Mirages, and he didn't have a counter for that. And those Grizzlies just tore through. Kwos loses all of his Prism tanks. Marko looking really tough right now. Kwos has these aircraft carriers. I haven't really been watching them, but there's a lot of Patriot missiles out hard countering right now. He could maybe use these aircraft carriers to just directly target 1 Patriot missile at a time. Hard to say, hard to say. Kwos in a very, very bad spot right now. Kwos also broke. That economy hit early on. Marko got that nice hit. Kind of chopped him off at the legs. Ooh, nice hit. And Kwos does take out Marko's MCV. Kwos, so if Kwos, he's broke. That's the problem. That big hit early on, his economy was knocked out, and now he's in trouble. This army with these GIs should be plenty to come through here. Marko takes out an oil, does take some of his GIs with it. Oh, and Marko's Rockies too. Yeah, all Kwos has is the aircraft carriers at this point. Yeah, if Kwos, Kwos controlling the water, if Kwos had countered the Grizzlies a little bit better. But, you know, the thing to keep in mind is Marko's such a calculated player. So when you start playing the if this, then that game, it's not really relevant. Because we could say, well, if he would have countered the Grizzlies, then his Navy could have won it. But the problem is, if he was countering the Grizzlies, then Marko would have realized that he wasn't going to be able to win with his Grizzlies, and he would have had to counter the Navy. So, you know, a player like Marko, he's thinking 3 moves ahead. He realized he was up on the Grizzlies. He had it scouted. He knew that Kwos wasn't countering it, and he felt very confident in that, I think. But a really nice hit on that top side to knock Kwos' economy out early, and then just really well played. And Kwos just kind of an oversight. Got a little hungry there. I think he knew he was up on tech. He was winning the AFC wars. But yeah, he needed some Mirages. A group of Mirages early on could have melted those Grizzlies. Then he could have cleaned up with the Prisms. But well played by both players. And it is match point now. So versus Allied. Sanchez, I didn't see it. Did he? Maybe a battle lab. I assume there was a battle lab getting hit by eagles that didn't go down. One of the eagles probably got shot before. I mean, that's my guess. Just throwing out a guess. I have no idea what happened. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm always happy to throw out a guess. You want me to guess? Let me know. I'm always down to throw out a guess. Yeah, let's see how the people are feeling on this one.
I've got the knowledge.
Marko, the overwhelming favorite in this one. Makes sense. Like we said, people love Marko. But then again, in that 3rd and 4th place matchup last month, Kwos was the one who took home the money. So we'll see if Kwos can pull something out here. Soviet versus Allied. Yeah, this is. I think this could go. This was one that could go in Kwos' favor possibly. I think he's playing Soviet pretty good on this map. I think the that early tech push that we've seen from Kwos is kind of the meta. Marko's going to bring some GIs up here. We'll see if he tries to control the nuclear reactor or maybe just destroys it. Sentry gun out now. Kwos needs to be really careful. We do not... Kwos throwing rhinos, throwing sentry guns. Yeah, wants to control that nuclear reactor, and it does give you that power bump, that power boost early on. Certainly makes a difference. Marko 2 OP. Hey, I'm excited about this. Marko versus Artie, you guys. If you guys missed it yesterday, Artie's a force, man. Took down Legend. Crushed Legend. I think Legend was playing Blitz, and Artie was playing the map. That was a great game, though. All right, so Kwos out now with the Battle Lab. Decent amount of rhinos, too. He could be looking to do a bit of early harassment here with these rhinos. Ooh, weird pathing, or... Oh, no, that's just a purposeful split. Never mind. Never mind. So now Eagles out from Marko. Pretty late to the Eagles. He's playing Allied. Very interesting. To not have 3 Eagles out, trying to control the Soviet tech here. 3 Eagles hitting that Battle Lab over and over. And Marko gets in and steals the nuclear reactor, which is hilarious. Iron Curtain now for Kwos. Yeah, I like that Prism Tower. I think defensive structures up on this cliff is really, really nice. Kind of confines, makes your opponent have to stay kind of confined in here. Gets a bit annoying with pathing. You can get some chip damage. Quick Navy SEAL from Marko. Marko moving fast today. Marko in ninja mode, man. Ninja mode. Do we got a layer for that? We should have a layer for that. Where's my ninja at? There we go. Oh, but the seal was countered? Wow. So now a Prism Walk from Marko. Yeah, this is... He does have a Dreadnought out, which is nice. Needs to be careful here. Does not want to lose that Dreadnought. So Kirov going topside. Should be able to just get that nuclear reactor. Does get the nuclear reactor. Ooh, trying to dive on the naval yard, but those Mirages and the Prism Tower is doing some work. Boris out on the naval yard. That's a better decision. IFV's countering this Dreadnought. Iron Curtain now. Kwos pushing in with the Iron Curtain. Gonna go for an oil, try to get a chain reaction. That oil is not gonna chain react much, but Marko, ooh, and Marko force shields it anyway, and Kwos gets nothing out of that Iron Curtain but some lost tanks. Boris now a nice move, but not gonna work. Too many Mirages here. Mirages are gonna melt Kwos's, Kwos kind of, wait. Kwos on 11k and a tiny army. When you're at 4 minutes and you got 11k and a tiny army, it means you have not been building full speed. Yeah, so Kwos has a... Yeah, Kwos should have a bigger army. Now Kwos, both players just trading these naval yards, but in range of the Prism Towers. Gonna try to sneak out one Dreadnought before it goes down. Did he get a Dreadnought out? I can't tell. I thought I saw a boat come out. Maybe not. Kirovs are a good move here, I think. Marko doesn't have a lot of anti-air. This is pretty problematic, this little expansion here. So Iron Curtain ready to go again. Kwos with some goofy pathing here. Gonna blast this Iron Curtain and try to clear out these mirages. Decent Iron Curtain gets a decent amount of value on those mirages, which he really did need to clean out, but Kwos just doesn't really have... Kwos on 15k. So Kwos needs to be building on all 4 tabs. His barracks should be pouring Desos. He should be building Tesla Coil. I mean, he should be building everything on all 4 tabs right now. Marko on 15k too, so I don't know. Another Boris out now. So Kwos definitely on his heels, but he's making this very difficult for Marko, and I like that. He's definitely going to make Marko not make any mistakes, make Marko convert this point. But Kwos definitely does not have the momentum right now. But if this Iron Curtain keeps blasting, if Marko's not able to slow Kwos down on the back end, Kwos is just slowly building a machine of war back here. A lot of war factories, the Iron Curtain. He's got his full wall up. Marko's got to try to start looking for some counter punches. He is contesting the middle nicely, but if Kwos is able to keep delaying here, he should be able to try and make something happen. We are at the 6-minute mark, so this game's only, yeah, we got another 4 minutes left. Battle Fortress on the top side. Bit of a split, but just going to chase those down with the Rhinos, looks like. Now the Mirage is going in to cut him off, and a bit out of position for Kwos, but not bad. Yeah, decent little exchange here. And pretty good for Kwos. Oh yeah, we do see a Kirov coming from the bottom side, taking advantage of the full map here from Kwos. And he does have the Iron Curtain on the top side. And this is looking nice now for Kwos. Kwos is able to finally get an offensive Iron Curtain, get on the backside. And this Kirov, the sneaky Kirov from Kwos. Wow, and the elite Rhino. Wow, and Kwos takes that one home, and it was interesting. Marko was the aggressor for so long, but ultimately he wasn't able to really get much done. He kept contesting the middle, he kept putting that pressure on, and Kwos just kept countering it. And when you looked back at it, you realized there's been no offensive damage really done here. They've been contesting the front line, but ultimately Kwos able to pull that out. And both players, if you went back and looked, both players, that was swinging goofily because both players were not building a lot during that. There was just a lot going on. You know, both players with their splits going different directions, keeping each other's head on a swivel, and they were both kind of falling behind on different parts of it. But and the big thing there, Allied, Marko wasn't using his Eagles. You know, Marko could have had 5 AFCs, 15 Eagles at that point, and just didn't do that. And I think that was, you know, a critical error ultimately on this map. That's what it's all about. All right, so point number 4 now. So now Kwos with Allied, Marko with Sov. Yeah, I think that tricky Kirov on the bottom was pretty funny. Dr. Cortex with the face change. We could do that. What kind of face you want? Warrior Viking.
Are you ready for a war?
Kwos the Marko killer. That's right, Ed. It's his new nickname. We'll see. 2-1. Let's see if he can keep the momentum here. Kwos has definitely demonstrated an ability to understand, to play Allied on this map. Marko is just playing, like, traditional game theory optimal allied, whereas, you know, but not using the Eagles. And the Eagles and Blitz, and especially on this map, we've just seen are the absolute juicer. I mean, they're getting so much done for all the players across all divisions. So I think that'll be interesting to see here. I think Kwos understands that, and so we'll see what Kwos brings here possibly, and probably still bring out, yeah, so he's still going to go early War Factory. He's going to expect that early Rhino pressure, and the big question is, can Kwos resist the early Soviet pressure? And then if so, what's he going to do? What kind of value is he going to get out of his Air Force? And how quickly and efficiently can he get his Battle Lab out and start pushing the Mirages? And until then, this is exactly what Marko wants to do. He has to try to get value early on. The longer the game goes, generally speaking, on this map specifically, the allied player, the more tech they get, the more their economy starts rolling, the more Eagles they get, it tilts against the Soviet player. So Marko definitely wants to be getting some done early on. I love that breaking down the gate now. Just go break it down. You don't have to go through. Break it down so that when you do want to go through, the gate's already open. I think that's really heads up. Lots of Rhinos here. And the early flat cannon, Marko knows what to expect here. He's going to build these early flat cannons, try to get himself an anti-air shell before the Eagles start coming. 2 flat cannons already out. An Eagle goes in, does not get shot down, luckily for Kwos. Top Go going in the house. So now Marko, super early Battle Lab. Let's keep an eye on Marko's money. It's an early Battle Lab and a lot of Rhinos. If Marko doesn't bottom out here, this is a really, really nice build. And he's on 6 oils. Yeah, this is a good build from Marko. Yeah, Marko understood the assignment here. 3 Eagles coming in, just getting melted. They don't get the Battle Lab. Suicides. Oh, he suicides to get it. Sick move from Kwos. Does get that Battle Lab. Yeah, controlling his tech right now. Kwos does not want to have to deal with the Kirov. The longer he can go without dealing with the Kirov is nice. He also has control of the Navy, so that Dreadnought would, you know, take it home as well. And again, this is match point, guys. It is best of 5. Marko pushing in that top side, takes a nice little bite there. Chased out by the Mirages. Marko just going to keep rebuilding that Battle Lab. Oh, Tanya out to counter the Naval Yard. Nice move. I wouldn't be surprised to see Marko just go double Battle Lab right now. It's unfortunate, you know, he doesn't really have the money for it, but he definitely wants to get a Kirov. You know, he wants to get in the water. He wants to get his Dreadnoughts. He wants to get his Kirov. Kwos could consider a Prism Walk here. Kwos going to bring the Tanya in again. The Dessos are coming over to counter. Not able to do it. They do melt her, but she gets the Naval Yard first. Marko, great use of the Boris, using everything at his disposal as the Soviet player here. As he gets his Soviet, he does get the Iron Curtain out. Iron Curtain comes out before the Battle Lab is destroyed, so that was critical timing right there. And now the battle for this Naval Yard, that was the whole point of this map. It's fun to see it play out like this massive point of contention, rewarding the players for coming out of their castle and rewarding aggressive map control. The nice Prism Tower walk here, I like that. Boris can definitely be a nice counter if he can support it, but Kwos is able to get an aircraft carrier out. Lots of flat cannons. Yeah, just going to target the flat cannons directly. Another aircraft carrier out. And Marko needs to consider hopping up on this bridge and taking these aircraft carriers out before they make it to open water. Prism tank's out now, and Marko's going to have to just kind of rush in and take them. Going to take a lot of damage, but he has to do this. He needs to buy himself some time. Dessos coming in. Dessos don't get much done. Yeah, and so we talked about it now. So we talked about this is exactly what Marko wanted to avoid here. Oh, but Marko going topside. And Kwos a bit slow to respond there. He had his Eagles sent out on a mission. Does he get the Iron Curtain? Oh, he misses the Iron Curtain. And so the Iron Curtain's coming. That was Kwos' plan. That's why he was distracted. He wanted to get that Iron Curtain. He's not able to. So now the question is, where can he use the Force Shield? Battle Lab goes down. Now no Force Shield. MCV going down. Getting a lot out of this Iron Curtain. Yep, and Marko just understood the assignment there. He went heavy anti-air. He countered the Eagles nicely. But Kwos isn't, you know, Kwos still has the aircraft carriers, but look at all this flak. So he could snipe this. Oh, he's got 2 nuclear reactors. Oh, but Marko doesn't have much to defend himself. He threw everything there to attack. So Kwos trying to counterpunch here. What is the move? What are the targets? Marko does not have much to defend himself now. Marko on 17k again. Marko not building across the tabs at this point in the game could be critical. Kwos does have 2 AFCs and 4 Eagles ready to rock. He's got a lot of aircraft carriers. What can he do here? I'd love to see Kwos snipe the power. If Kwos took these nuclear reactors out, all of the flat cannons would go down. The majority of Marko's anti-air does require power at this point. Oh, that would have been a big hit. But Marko able to Force shield right in time. That would have taken the Battle Lab and the IC with it. Wow, and this is a banger. This is a banger. And now even more Eagles coming here. And dare I say, bit of a barn burner. Bit of a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. Kwos hanging in here, putting on a show for us. I love it. Oh, he does get it that time around. Marko going for another hit on the top side. A lot of mirages to counter. Marko knows he can't get in. Paradrop on the top side, a bit annoying as well. Kwos coming at him from all sides, going down, swinging here. I love it. I love it. So that was a big hit. That Iron Curtain going down and that Battle Lab going down. Yeah, Kwos closing in on Marko right now. And these nuclear reactors are way too exposed. It's driving me crazy. Destroy the nuclear reactors, knock down the flak cannons, close out the game with the aircraft carriers. A lot of destroyers, which confuse me. Someone tell me what I'm missing. Why do we have this many destroyers? Oh, he doesn't have a battle app. Okay, so he's just building whatever, I guess. Okay, so now Marko coming top side. Kwos has plenty of time to get back there with the mirages. Yeah, so now he's just targeting the flat cannons directly. We got another that he did reset that Iron Curtain, so he's not doing too bad on that. But Marko's army is still pumping here. These Eagles are big. He needs to keep picking good targets with the Eagles. But the aircraft carrier is being so hard countered right now. Sniper IFV out to counter the Desolator. Yeah, and Marko's still with the MCV. He does have a nice edge here. We're at 7.5 minutes, so about 3 minutes left in this game. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you might as well build destroyers because Kwos, yeah, because he doesn't have a battle app, so he can't build anything better. Okay, okay. It's a lot of rhinos now. The rhinos are pumping. I think Kwos kind of looking for some kind of base trade here. He does not want to give up his AFCs, though. So maybe he's just going to try to defend, just commit to defending this naval yard. Final building naval yard, give up his base. He pulls in late, tries to catch the rhinos out of position. If he could try to target the flak, those flak tracks are huge, completely countering those Rockies. Kwos has a decent army here. This is a very interesting calculation for both players. Kwos can afford to give up pretty much everything. He only has a barracks anyway. So what's this? This isn't doing anything for him. This whole base is completely disposable. Oh, this flat cannon picks off some Rockies. That's annoying. This is an interesting standoff. The ground battle here is very, very even. If Kwos can get a leg up here. But here comes the Iron Curtain. Oh, no. Iron Curtain coming. Kwos runs with the Mirage tanks. It looks like he might... Oh, I think he could have kept running past some back that way. I think he could have... Yeah, so Kwos now with no tanks, only on a barracks, building GGIs. Marko does not have a radar at the moment. There's no Desos out, and Kwos does have some snipers. So Kwos's GGIs could get something done, actually. They could push in with the snipers to protect and try to do some damage. Marko doesn't have that big of an army. This one's going to come down to time, honestly, which is unfortunate, but... Yeah, it's going to come down to points. It's going to come down to points. We'll see how the dust settles. This isn't match point. Oh, yeah. Match point does come down. It's only if it's game 5 we take the timer off. Yeah, so Marko running around with his MCV. Marko rechanges his MCV. Oh, yeah, that's true. So the mini aircrafts do count as points. We have seen the defender come out on top often. You know, if the offensive player's throwing a lot at him, the defending player gets a lot of points. But these mini aircrafts do count as points, I believe. I'm 90% sure on that. Marko going to take one last hit here before the timer goes. Going to get in, try to get some damage done. It's all about points at this point. And both these players haven't really played enough Blitz to probably know that. But they have watched some big games. And Kwos in with the Rockies now. Shouldn't be targeting the oil. You should be targeting the buildings. Man, this game was close to being closed out. Marko does take it home fairly decisively on points. Yeah, that one, man, that one would have been fought tooth and nail for a long time. But Marko with the MCV, I think ultimately probably would have pulled ahead on a longer timeline there. But Marko does take it home on points, and that is the match. Yeah, but hats off to both players. Both players, yeah, I mean, obviously, anyone who's ever had to deal with Marko before, it's no easy task. And so, you know, congrats to Kwos for putting on a show for us.